Hello, this is my testing for my ECE 5000 design project. My project is an Arduino-based person's counter. I don't have the 3D box yet. It was supposed to be done this morning, but the library ran into some issues and emailed me saying they can't have it done until tomorrow morning. So right now I just have my circuit out. There's a bunch of wires everywhere because I had it ready to be mounted, but I'm going to mount my sensors into the box tomorrow. But for now, I will be going over some test cases. Okay, so now I'll go over some test cases in the meantime. First, I will test my IR sensors. Excuse me. The range of my IR sensors. The range is supposed to be 10 to 80 centimeters found through the data sheet. That should cover a door frame, so that should work. I will check if the range is actually 10 to 80 centimeters, but some discrepancies could be from these wires. They are frayed wires, so I had to twist them and stick them into the breadboard, so it might not be completely in range right now, the detection, but I'll test how far these will go right now. So this is my counter right now, it's at 2, and I'll just show my hand going over. This one should be the decrease. Oh, I don't want to put both. Oh, I just decreased by mistake. It's at 1, but I'm gonna put my hand, this is about 10 centimeters over. Okay, now it's at 0. Just gonna increase it. Okay, now I'm gonna put my hand about 30 centimeters over the sensor up here. And as you can see, it decreased. And now I'll put my hand about 40 centimeters over my hands up here, over the sensor. And yes, it is decreasing. And I can do the same with my increasing sensor. It's harder to, I don't want to put my hand over both right now. 10 centimeters, 30 centimeters about here, 4, and now I'll do like 40 centimeters. Oh, I just put my hand over a couple times by mistake, but it is working the range. And I'll put my hand really far over, so it's at 8 right now. I don't think it has fully 80 centimeters, but like accounting for the width of a person's torso, it should still detect people going through the door. But these sensors are old, but I'll try, like, this is about 60 centimeters. So it did work there. I'll see if I can go higher. My hand is like up here now. Yeah, it's still working, so that definitely should cover someone walking through a door. At first the range wasn't very high. I had to decrease my threshold and kind of play around with the sensor values, but it seems to be working right now. The next test case I will try is to see if my sensors are bidirectional. Obviously right now it's a bit more complicated because I wanted to do this when they were in the box, because then they would be like closer together and I would be able to time it better, because I'm going to need like a timer so they don't both go off and they're redundant, because they're both going on and off, increasing and decreasing. This is a problem I've been working on, and it might need further to be looked into further, but I'm just going to play around with the code a bit more. But especially once I get my box and my sensors in my box, I'm going to just try a bunch of delays. This project's a bit different because they're analog sensors, so they're in the analog pins, so it's a bit harder to get a delay for the bidirectional counter, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. been trying to figure it out tonight, but there's just a lot of issues going on, but that's a case I want to do. It just worked, but it's not as efficient as I'd like. And obviously when I get the box I want. So it's kind of working now, but once I get this in the box, the sensors will be like this close together, and I'll have to do different calibration because I want to like physically walk past the box so it's different than my hand. But yeah, I'm going to implement some delays and see if that works, because it should not pick up both sensors. It's not right now, but like it's as I said, I'd rather it be more efficient because earlier it kind of was picking up both sensors, but maybe I fixed it a bit. No, that time it didn't. So that's something I need to look into further, and I've been trying to figure it out. But I'd say once I get my project into an enclosed box, I'll have it figured out better. The third test case will be Node Red local and remote display. So this is my LCD screen. I have it down right now to be mounted, but it's at 6 people. Don't wanna. My local display is at 6 people. This is my Node Red configuration. And this is connected. I'm not sure why it's saying that right now, but it's also connected remotely onto my iPad, and if I increase or decrease, it is updating with the local display, so that's at 5 now. And the LCD screen, which is connected to the circuit, I'll put it down again, 4 and 4, and this is at 4. Okay. Another test case, I have 3 buttons, a manual increase, manual decrease, and a reset button. So I'm not really sure which button is which right now because they also have to be mounted. But here's a button right here, and as I press the button, I'm trying to show the count, sorry. It's going up manually. I manual increase. I'll press this button. I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to show both. That must have been the reset button. So I'll press this one like 4 to 5 times. And I'll press the reset button. It's hard to show both right now, but okay. And I'll press the manual decrease button, which should be this button. I have them kind of taped together right now because the wires are not really staying well. But yes, the buttons work as expected, which is great.